To order. Roll call of aldermen.
Alderman Kinsella.
Here.
Alderman Hazel.
Here.
Alderwoman Duco.
Here.
Alderman Pusa.
Here.
Alderman Randall.
Here.
Alderman Ferguson.
Here.
Alderman Anthony.
Here.
Alderman Ovian.
Here.
Alderman Dentelman.
Here.
Alderwoman Schaefer.
Here.
Alderwoman Steele.
Here.
Alderman Rothweiler.
Here.
Alderman Elmore.
Here.
Alderman Wygant.
Here.
Alderman Wiggington.
Here.
Alderman Barfield.
Here.
You're all here.
Yep.
Roll call of department heads.
City Treasurer Hart.
Here.
City Attorney Horner.
Present.
Police Chief Bill Clay.
He's got a vacation.
Assistant Chief Matt Eiskamp. Fire Chief Tom Poor. Finance Director Jamie Matrit.
Here.
Director of Maintenance Ken Vaughn. Director of Public Works Jason Poole.
Here.
Director of Wastewater Randy Smith.
Here.
Director of Residential Commercial Development Anissa McCaskill.
Here.
Director of Library Leander Spearman.
Here.
Director of IT Scott Markovich. Here. City Engineer Michael Veloff. Human Resources Manager Emma Qualls.
Here.
So Michael,
Yeah.
Kenny, and Clay.
Yeah, Chief Clay had a vacation day. Matt Eiskamp's supposed to join us. Michael Veloff, ladies and gentlemen, he was just on the last meeting and he called me back. But I excused him from our next meeting. His mother passed away today. So I'm sorry to hear that, and as we learn more about that, I'll let everyone know. So I told him he's excused, and that reminds me, if the next day or so you have something for him and you can't reach him, contact my office and I'll help you out. Okay, at this time, and who was the other one? Kenny. Kenny's excused, okay. So, that is the roll call. At this time, like we do, we have no public hearing. If you're able, could we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Muted.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Unmuted.
Okay. At this time, I'll open public participation if anyone would like to address tonight's council. Hopefully it's on something that's on the agenda or pertinent to the city. So take your time, speak up now, and I'll call on you one at a time, and keep your comments to about 2-3 minutes max. And state your name. Who's first? Anyone?
This is Renee. I'll go.
Renee Eichholz?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and go first.
Yeah, I saw John Concrite's item on the agenda, and I just wanted to hear what he had to say. As far as Copper Fire goes, that street basically saved our lives. I had heard lots of comments over the course of the summer where people are coming from all over, not just in Belleville, and even people that live in Belleville that would sit out there and felt like it was resort life. I felt like every restaurant that did utilize the streets just stepped up and really made it a great atmosphere. I really personally don't care for the big boulders or whatever that are keeping people safe. That's why we all kind of decorated around them. And I just hope that John Concrete and the restaurants and the retailers can come together and do some kind of compromise. I would really hate to see the streets open full time, and because we're really counting on that business in the upcoming spring. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. Anybody else like to address the council?
I'll go. This is Andrea Powell from Circus Boutique and Gifts. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, you're good now.
Okay. I'm calling in behalf of the same situation, like for both parties, like retailers, or from my opinion of retailers and the restaurants. I would really like to see a compromise. In my opinion, like the way that we handled the quarantine and the shutdown, and restaurants kind of stepped in to move a lot of their business outdoors, really did kind of keep a vibrancy going on downtown. There is no doubt about it. When people are downtown eating and drinking, it really does keep it busy. And on the flip side, you know, on behalf of what John, I think, is trying to address, you know, now that it's quiet and the weather's bad, you know, the necessity of having the streets closed is probably frustrating to him. I've had, you know, a few comments from customers saying that they don't understand why they can't park close now, that no one's actually using the outdoors. And I know my customers, for the most part, are very easygoing. So for them to say anything, you know, they're not saying it like they're not going to come shop, but it's more of a hassle for them probably at this point while it's not being used. But I would love to see a compromise to where, you know, while the weather's bad, cold, and people aren't using it, is there a way that we can close the streets when it gets nicer, without it costing the city and taxpayers a lot of extra money to be able to do that once it warms up? You know, assuming that the restaurants won't have their capacity levels open back up, you know, more than they are. If they don't open back up in the springtime, they need to use the outside. Otherwise, people are just going to pass this up and go to other towns. That's just a fact, you know?
Yes, yes. Well, thank you for your comments. There is...
Sure.
Go ahead. Who's next?
I'll go next. My name's Stephanie Gain. I'm one of the owners of 7 and 7 Sushi downtown. So I know this kind of pertains more to us than other restaurants. As far as I got to say, I'm very proud of the restaurants that survived this because it has been tough. So if we have to take another close down, I don't know if 7 can survive going on year 13. As far as this, we did have the street completely blocked, and now it's been halfway blocked off. Yes, I agree. Like, the concrete barriers aren't ideal, but necessary for the safety of customers. Now, the last 2 months, yes, the weather hasn't been, but we're looking in 1 month from now. So if we remove all of these now, we're going to have to fight for the next month or 2 to get them back in place, and we're going to take another hit. And the restaurants, I feel, and the movie theaters, stuff like that, the entertainment districts, has taken more of a hit than retail, even though I am proud of how great the retail has survived. We have taken a massive hit. I had to cut staff, which affects the economy in Belleville by over $250,000 a year. Like, that's a lot of employment there. I do agree. I come into it when I'm on my way to meetings, and sometimes the street gets clogged and congested. I'm willing to concede, like, moving those blocks in another foot so cars can pass by a little better because it won't kill us. But I do not want to give up the half of the street because we already gave up the whole street. And I just see it taking us several months to get it back as soon as the weather gets nice again next month. And I know it seems so far away, but if you can remember January, we had a lot of 50 and 60-degree days. So there is a good chance we'll have a nice March.
Okay.
That is my concern about the bureaucratic paperwork it's going to take to get it reopened if we concede on closing.
Okay. Thank you.
Willing to be good neighbors and make it better, but again, I don't want to give up the street closure completely. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Is there anyone else?
Benny Parr here.
Aye, okay. Yes, Brandy?
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm here tonight to talk about the opening of Church Street, Jackson Street, and High Street. Mark Onstadt asked me to speak on his behalf, in my business as well, and Scott asked me to speak for him. Mark's having, had surgery today, a surgery procedure, today, so he couldn't be here himself, and he was really concerned when he heard. So he came and we sat and talked and discussed all the different things. We understand that there are some issues with the partial closure on High Street that affects multiple businesses. I believe we need to do our best to accommodate all downtown businesses to the best of our ability. Downtown is not just bars and restaurants, but retail spaces as well. And we all need to work together to do our best to be unified. I've spoke with some of the retailers like Toots and Circa and bar and restaurant owners. The general consensus is that the street side dining hasn't enhanced the overall experience for customers and the community. And without the street side dining this year, businesses like Tavern on Main, Copper Fire, and Sevens would be forced to close their doors. We understand that there may need to be some adjustments made to accommodate all the different businesses downtown. Bars and restaurants will see a high volume of customers come mid-March for sure, and we need the street side dining to accommodate those customers with the current mitigations and safety protocols. I'm asking that the issue on High Street be addressed separately from Church and Jackson Street. I believe that the issues there can be resolved between those businesses with the city's help to figure out a solution. I'm extending an offer to help figure out a solution for all the businesses involved. I thank you for your time and what you all do. So thanks for hearing me out.
Okay, thanks, Benny. Is there anyone else this evening? Okay, we will close public participation and move on to the regular portion of the meeting. At this time, I will read a proclamation, and I normally, this is a new one, but I think it's important. I had a young lady from Schnucks contact us and ask if we would consider this proclamation, so bear with me for just a moment. The proclamation reads, whereas there are nearly 6 million supermarket employees in the United States, and whereas in Belleville area there are 1,371 food retail jobs that generate approximately $219 million in economic activity. And whereas supermarket employees provide all Americans with access to safe, healthy, and affordable food. And whereas supermarket employees work to enhance the health and well-being of each customer. And whereas supermarket employees contribute and volunteer countless hours in their communities. And whereas the supermarket employees face unprecedented challenges keeping grocery shelves stocked during COVID-19 pandemic. And whereas supermarket employees have and continue to meet and exceed these challenges while displaying courage, compassion, dedication, and leadership, as well as exemplifying customer service and community outreach. And whereas the need for supermarket employees is greater than ever because of current and growing consumer demands, as well as their reputation for excellence. Now therefore, I, Mark W. Eckert, Mayor of the City of Belleville, do hereby proclaim February 22nd, 2021 as Supermarket Employee Day in Belleville and call upon our citizens to join in honoring our supermarket heroes. I think this past year, it became very evident that people who work in those various jobs couldn't keep food on the shelves, and they were out there and they were exposed to a lot of things. It's starting to ease a little bit now that we're starting, some of us, I haven't yet, but some of you are starting to get the shot. And as soon as we all can, we certainly need to consider that. So we do thank the supermarket employees because I think it really came into focus this year during an unbelievable year of COVID. The next thing I'd like to do under appointments, I would like to ask if someone would make a recommendation to make a motion to approve the appointment of Joel Glasscott to fill a vacancy on the Historic Preservation Commission left by Tony Tenyus, and to serve a one-year term. Is there a problem if I read these two appointments together?
No.
No.
Okay, I didn't hear any problems, so, and the other one I'm asking, also in that motion, would be a motion to, approve my recommendation as mayor, the appointment of Cheryl Hillman to fill a vacancy on the Human Relations Commission and to serve a 2-year term. Her name was brought to me by Lynn Clapp, and I spoke with this young lady, and she seems like an outstanding future member. Do I have a motion to approve those two appointments?
Schaefer will make a motion.
Duco?
Ferguson and Duco. Ferguson and Duco, we have a motion and a second. Are there any additional questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wigington,
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Two motions carry. At this time, we go to approval of the minutes. I'd ask for a motion to approve the city council meeting minutes of February 1st, 2021. Is there anyone willing to make that motion?
So moved, Wigginton.
Wigington, do I have a
Schaefer
second?
will second. Schaefer.
Schaefer seconded. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, roll call.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wigington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries, or the two of them. At this time, we go to claims, payroll, and disbursements. I'd ask for a motion to approve the claims and disbursements in the amount of $1,465,404.22, and the payroll in the amount of $839,180.39. Do I hear a motion?
Anthony.
Anthony.
Schaefer.
Schaefer. We have Anthony and Schaefer, a motion and a second. Are there any additions or corrections or questions about the payment of these items? Roll call.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wigington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Motion carries. We go now to reports. I'd ask for a motion to approve the treasurer's report from January 2021, and a motion included to approve the statement of cash and investments report, January 2021. Do I hear a motion?
Gentlemen.
Make a motion.
Diddleman. Who was the second? Who was the second? Diddleman made the motion.
Schaefer.
Schaefer.
Okay.
Diddleman and Schaefer. Ward 5 came through. Are there any questions about the treasurer's report or the statement of cash and investments? Hearing none, roll call.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco.
Aye.
Motion carries. If you can't quite hear my gavel, it's because I forgot it. Okay, we go now to 11A, motions from administration. And the first one here, I'm asking for a motion to authorize the sale and conversion of 5 2003 Harley Davidson motorcycles from the police department. The VIN numbers, VIN number 1HD1GKV113K310212. The next VIN number is 1HD1GKV103K310556. The next one, VIN number 1HD1GKV183K309123. Fourth one is VIN number 1HD1EFL15RY116754, and the last one is VIN number 1HD1EFL15NY125626. You might remember that we had these motorcycles, and somewhere the titles were misplaced, so we had to file for new titles before we could do anything with them. So that's what we're trying to, they're not used anymore, they're old, and they've been sitting in the basement of City Hall garage for many years. So at this time, I would ask for a motion to authorize the sale or conversion.
Ferguson.
Ferguson, do I hear? Duco made the second. Ferguson and Duco on that motion of those 5 Harley Davidson motorcycles. Roll call.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa.
Aye.
Motion carries. At this time, we go to 11A2, a motion to approve an amended development agreement with Jason Buss for the remodeling of 907 West C Street and 904 West D. Do I hear a motion to give this amendment?
Rothweiler moves.
Rothweiler, do I hear a second? Pusa.
Pusa.
Very good. Alderman from the ward. We have a motion and a second to approve this amended development agreement, asking for a little bit more time. If there's no more further questions, roll call.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Garfield,
Aye.
Kinsella, Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Motion carries. We go now to Zoning Board of Appeals, and I will ask our city clerk, we have several I will ask her to please, read those.
Can we read them together? or
Can we read them together, or are there objections?
Please read them together.
What's that?
On 11B2, I'd like to have that separated.
11 what?
B2.
This is Alderman Ovian.
11B2, you
11B2.
want separate.
Got it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well then, we'll go ahead and read all the rest of them, and then we'll come back to that.
Okay.
Madam Clerk, thank you.
01, January 21, the Arcade Center LLC request for rezoning of commercial office space at 5312 West Main Street, 08070303033, from a C1 light commercial district to a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable section of the zoning code 162.590, Ward 8. Zoning board recommended approval by a vote of 5-0. 04, January 21, L. Keeley Construction, request for a special use permit for material and equipment storage at 900 to 950 West Boulevard, 0814.0317, 001, 08140317, 002, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable section of the zoning code 162.515, Ward 1. Zoning board recommended approval by a vote of 5-0. 05, January 21, Douglas Codshell, request for a use variance to manufacture toiletries at 1511 East Main Street, 08220420051, located in an A1 single-family residence district. Applicable section of the zoning code 162.394, Ward 7. Zoning board recommended approval by a vote of 5-0. 06, January 21, Douglas Codshell, request for a use variance for a home occupation in conjunction with the manufacture of at 1511 East Main Street, 08220420051, located in an A1 single-family residence district. Applicable section of the zoning code 162.570 and 162.394, Ward 7. Zoning board recommended approval by a vote of 5-0.
No.
Okay, at this time, I'm asking for a motion for 11B1, 11B3, 11B4, and 11B5. Do I hear a motion?
Steele, so moved.
Steele, and who was the second?
Schaefer.
Schaefer. We have a motion and a second to approve those zoning board cases that were just read by the clerk. Are there any discussions? Roll call.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wigington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Those motions carry. We now go back to 11B2. Would you please read that zoning board case?
02, January 21, Savannah Motors, request for a special use permit for a used car lot at 514 South Illinois Street, 08280224006 and 08280224009, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable section of the zoning code 162.515, Ward 6. Zoning board recommended approval by a vote of 5-0.
Do I hear a motion to put this on the floor?
Schaefer will make a motion.
Motion by Schaefer. Pusa made a second.
Steele.
What is your discussion?
Steele, second.
Okay, we got motion and a second. Do we have a, on 11B2?
I have a question, two of them.
Yes.
Number one, what are the values of the vehicles that are being sold on this used car lot?
I do not know.
What's the average value? Okay.
I don't know that
Secondly,
question.
secondly, has there been any issues with the State Department of licensing for this business within the past 2 years?
We have no way of knowing that.
this is Anissa. We have no way of knowing that. That is not a question that we have been tasked to ask during the zoning process. As far as the prices of the cars, I don't know if the applicant is on. However, that is not a question that we've also been tasked through the zoning code to ask. The petitioner is an existing auto dealership with different locations in the metropolitan St. Louis area. They will actually be closing one of their locations to move to this particular location. They have advised that they would seek to update some things on the site, including the lighting, some of the security, the awning, as well as repaving the lot. But as far as the two questions that have been asked, those were not brought up in zoning, and they're not a criteria that we look at when we're doing the. I'm not sure if the applicant is on and is able to answer those questions as we've been out the last few days.
Will the applicant go ahead and be selling any salvage vehicles? Do you know?
We don't know, and that question was not asked during the zoning board meeting for them to answer.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else?
My name is Zach with Savannah Motors, and if you guys would like, if it'd make him feel better, I will answer some of those questions to the best knowledge as I can.
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
So as far as salvage title vehicles or whatnot, I do not plan on doing any of that there. It's pretty much going to be all bank finance or cash vehicles. And if you go to get bank financing, they're not going to do a salvage title vehicle, for one. And what was the other questions by him?
Basically, what's the average sale of vehicles? What's the average price of a vehicle you're going to be selling?
It will be at least $6,000 and up, I'm sure.
All righty. Thank you very much, sir. I
No
appreciate your attention.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay, thank you, Zach.
I'll throw in something, just because I was president of the zoning meeting. I was present at the zoning meeting. I did not realize, maybe Ralph Ovian doesn't realize this either. The location he's going at has always been a car dealership for years past.
Yeah.
This is an existing car dealership that he's taking over.
That is correct. They're purchasing from JC Auto and moving one of their locations to Belleville to an existing site that has always been a car dealership, at least from our history that we have for zoning.
I believe it was Muddle Auto Sales many years ago. So it's been.
I just thought that was important to note, that this is not something new.
No. Okay. Do we have a motion to approve 11B2? We have it ready?
Yes.
Do we have a motion? We have a second. If there's no further questions, I call for a roll call.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wigington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Husa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony.
Aye.
Motion carries. We go now to ordinance and legal review. Alderman Wigington.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. On behalf of Ordinance and Legal Review, I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance amending Title 11, Business Regulations, Chapter 123, Adult Use Cannabis, Sections 123.00, Adult Use Cannabis Cultivation Center, and 123.008, Adult Use Cannabis Dispensing Organization. So moved.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
Randall.
Randall, we have a motion and we have a second to approve those recommendations coming from ordinance and legal review. If there's no further questions, I call for a roll call.
Dintelman,
I have a question, Mayor. This is
Yes.
Rafi Ovian.
Yes.
I see where we changed the distance from 500 feet to 400 feet. Was that in order to meet certain qualifications for this location?
Yeah, we have an interested person and we reviewed it and it's kind of unique, but this will make it, perfectly legal and the people in the committee, I think, voted unanimous that night.
Thank you.
Okay. We proceeding with the vote.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rottweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
he said no. I'm sorry, Barfield, did you say aye or no? I'm sorry.
Aye.
Aye, okay, thank you. Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Obian.
On moral and religious grounds, I vote no.
Motion carries. We go now to 11D, back to Alderman Wiggington. Streets and grades.
Would it be okay, to the council and to the mayor? Do you have any problems if I read all four of these together?
No, they all passed unanimously in committee.
They all passed. They're pretty academic. So if there's no problem, I'll just go ahead and read them all. On behalf of Streets and Grades, I'd like to make a motion to approve RJN Engineering Group to provide Phase 2 Stormwater Plan Implementation Assistance for year 2021, 2022, the amount of $1,800. Number 2, motion to approve RJN Engineering Group to provide Phase Stormwater Monitoring 2020 water sample for laboratory analysis system from January 2021 to December 2021 in the amount of $4,600. Those are things that we do every year, by the way. Number 3, vote to approve resolution 3403-021 to appropriate $480,000 the construction of First Avenue funded by Rebuild Illinois 6,005 for preliminary engineering for Forest Avenue funded by FFT. 4, motion to approve the purchase of 800 cars from Auto North America Incorporated in the amount of $39,740 of one automated trash route on Monday and one automated trash on Monday. So moved.
We have a motion. Do we hear a second?
Ferguson.
Ferguson had the second. Do we have questions about these motions coming from Streets and Grades?
This, the resolution 3403-2021 in streets, it was titled Resolution for Cascade Engineering for Forest Avenue. And that's not the way it's titled here, but that's the same one, of course.
It's the same one.
Same one. It's
Okay.
it's not a resolution. Is it a resolution?
It is a resolution. We will be voting.
Well, it'll be a resolution later on in the thing. First, we have the vote from the committee.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking at my committee notes. It was resolution for Cascade Engineering, and
We need a resolution
Not what it
to
says here, but
satisfy
that's fine.
IDOT.
Correct. It really doesn't have.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve these recommendations coming from Streets and Grades. We have a second. If we have no further questions, I'd ask for a roll call vote.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rottweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dillman.
Aye.
Motion's carry. We go down to communications. I will ask our clerk to read. We have several of them. I would,
All together but the last one.
is there a problem with reading them all together except 12I?
That's good.
No problem.
Okay. Proceed.
Communications, 12A Old Town Farmers Market 2021. Request from Belleville Main Street to approve the Old Town Farmers Market every Saturday, May 1st, 2021 through November 6th, 2021, 7:30 a.m. to noon. Street closure request, first block of South Charles between East Main and East Washington, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Additional request of city-owned parking lots on the northwest and northeast corners of South Charles Street and East Washington Street for vendors as necessary. Additional request of barricades, trash toters, picnic tables, porta potty, electric market barn, and banner across North Illinois Street as available. COVID-19 mitigations to be followed. 12B, Oktoberfest, 9/17/2021 and 9/18/2021. Request from the Belleville Oktoberfest Committee to hold Oktoberfest Friday, September 17th, 2021, and Saturday, September 18th, 2021, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Street closure request Thursday, September 16th, 2021, 10 a.m. West Main Street from Illinois Street, 159 to east side of 2nd Street, first block of North 1st Street, 5 p.m. first block north, south, and east of Public Square, and East Main from the east side of High Street to the west side of Jackson Street. High Street remains open. Streets reopen Sunday, September 19th, 2021, 3 a.m. Car show street closures Saturday, September 18th, 2021, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. East Main Street from Jackson Street to west side of Charles Street, including the first block north and south of Jackson and Church. No vehicles from car show to be parked on South Jackson. Additional city services requested, barricades, police personnel, no parking signs, public works personnel, electric and picnic tables. Request for banners across West Main, East Main, and North Illinois Street, and 50 streetlight banners in the downtown area from the last week of May 2021 to the event for their 40th anniversary. Chili Cook-Off 10/8/2021 and 10/9/2021. Request from the Greater Belleville Chamber of Commerce to host the Chili Cook-Off Friday, October 8th, 2021 and Saturday, October 9th, 2021, 11 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Street closure request 5 p.m. Thursday, October 7th, 2021 until 12:01 a.m. Sunday, October 10th, 2021. The Public Square, 1 block north, south, east, and west. East Main Street from Illinois Street to the west side of Church Street. City services requested, picnic tables, barricades, trash toters, public works, and police personnel, no parking signs, and electrical panels. Banner across East and West Main Street, COVID-19 mitigations to be followed. Chili Chase 5K and Kids Pepper Dash, 10/9/2021. Request from the Greater Belleville Chamber of Commerce to host the Chili Chase 5K and Kids Pepper Dash Saturday, October 9th, 2021, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Street closure request 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. North and South Church from alley to alley. East Main Street from Church Street to the west side of Charles Street. City services requested, barricades and police personnel. COVID-19 mitigations to be followed. 12E Pride Fest 10/2/2021. Request from Metro East Pride to host Pride Fest Saturday, October 2nd, 2021, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Street closure request Friday, October 1st, 2021, 5 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. Saturday, October 2nd, 2021. West Main Street from 159 to middle of block between 2nd and 3rd Street. 1 block north and south on 1st and 2nd Street. No parking. 2 parking lots and alleys as applicable. Additional request of barricades, strollers, picnic tables, electric, police and public works personnel. No parking signs. Pride flags to be installed during the month of June, with the exception of Flag Day and the week of Pride Fest. COVID-19 mitigations to be followed. 12F Thanksgiving Day 5K and Turkey Chase 11/25/2021. Request from the Belleville Township Ice Hockey Club to hold the Thanksgiving 5K and Turkey Chase Thursday, November 25th, 2021. 8 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Street closure request 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Start and finish line first block of West Main Street from 159 to east side of 1st Street and northwest quadrant of Public Square. 5K route rolling street closure within the city limits. Additional city services requested, barricades, no parking signs, trash shoulders, electric, and police personnel. COVID-19 mitigations to be followed. 12G Chris Kindle Market 11/26/2021 through 12/23/2021. Request from BCEO Belleville Chris Kindle Market to hold the Belleville Chris Kindle Market Friday, November 26, 2021 to Thursday, December 23, 2021. Southeast and northeast quadrant of the Public Square. Chris Kindle Market Concert Saturday, November 27, 2021, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Street closure request Saturday, November 27, 2021, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for concert as necessary. first block of West Main Street between 159 and First Street. Additional city services, police personnel for concert, chalets, trash toters, picnic tables, porta potties, barricades, no parking signs, water barriers, electric and vendor parking at City Hall parking lot, banner across West Main, East Main, and North Illinois Street. COVID-19 mitigations to be followed. And 12H Belleville Main Library, 2/20/21. Request from Belleville Public Library to close off half the city parking lot west of the library, downtown Main Branch, Saturday, February 20th, 2021, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. for PCs for People event.
Do I hear a motion to approve communications 12A through 12H?
Ferguson.
Duco?
Ferguson and Duco. Are there any questions about everything that our city clerk just read so diligently? Hearing no questions, roll call.
Steele?
Aye.
Rothweiler?
Aye.
Elmore?
Aye.
Wygant?
Aye.
Wiggington?
Aye.
Barfield?
Aye.
Priscilla?
Aye.
Hazel?
Aye.
Duco?
Aye.
Pusa?
Aye.
Randall?
Aye.
Ferguson?
Aye.
Anthony?
Aye.
Obian?
Aye.
Gentlemen?
Aye.
Schaefer?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All those communication motions carry. We now go to 12I.
Downtown city streets, request from John Conkright to reopen all downtown Belleville city streets currently closed due to COVID-19.
Schaefer will make a motion to deny this request.
We have a motion by Schaefer to deny. Do I hear a second?
Ferguson, second by Wigginton.
Second by Wiggington. So we have a motion and a second to deny the request to open all downtown streets currently closed. Any other further comment or questions?
Elmore has, I'll make a comment because this came up a few months ago and I thought it was reasonable at that time, but now we are so close to springtime and reopening and the great success we enjoyed during the summer and fall weeks, the downtown Belleville. I was really happy to hear that so many of these downtown businesses spoke up during public participation that they are most interested in a compromise. And we're just so close now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to open for just 3 weeks when we know we're going to be requesting to shut them down for St. Patrick's Day. However, having said that, there are events that we have to remember that we're going to want some of these streets open, and that includes if there was going to be a Shriners Parade, if there was going to be the normal date of Art on the Square, if there's going to be a Tour de Belleville, if there, these events, we need some of these intersections to be open. At least they've always been open in the past. Now, we can reinvent the wheel, but there are instances where it behooves everybody in downtown to have these streets open. And granted, we want them closed for the restaurants and retail to thrive as they proved they can do. It's a very successful idea, but sometimes they do have to be opened for other events that are citywide, such as some parades, Art on the Square, Tour de Belleville, and such. Let's not keep an open mind about everything. It may be something that we may have to start to talk about and have conversation about, a calendar of, okay, the barricades come down for this, they go back up for that, what have you. I think there's more discussion to be had. It looks like this request is to just open it up randomly for the end of time, and we know that may not work. Let's go back to what the downtown businesses, retailers, and bars were asking during public participation for a compromise. That's all I have to say.
Mayor,
would like to make-
Okay, you first, and Alderman Wiggington.
this is a little bit of confusing, and Alderman Elmore makes a couple of interesting points. What I was going to bring up is somewhere along the line, business has got to get back to some sense of normalcy. We're doing this personally, I think, a little bit haphazard. There is no reason those streets should be closed now. What I'm asking Belleville Main Street to do is sit down with the street department and City Hall and work up a plan of action. Personally, I would like to see the streets open continuously from April 1st to October 30th. That is the prime time of year. Now, I think it needs to be voted on every year because I don't think we can stay from now until all infinity that these streets are going to stay closed. Also, I think Belleville Main Street, I like the young lady from Sevens that called it the entertainment district. When these streets are closed, I would like to see maybe some signage come up for these streets, calling it Downtown Business and Entertainment Center, a signage, but then also dressing up those streets. Instead of just throwing barricades at either end, putting tables out, I think if we're going to allow these streets to be closed, they should be dressed up, merchandised accordingly, marketed accordingly, not just a bunch of haphazard tables out there. But in my mind, I would like to see it from April 1st, October 30th, and that because once we get to the fourth quarter, then you got Chris Kindle Park, the Gingerbread Walk, and of course we're going to have Autumn Square later this year. But I think this needs to be voted on every year. I don't think we can give Belleville Main Street carte blanche to say, yep, every year you automatically get to do it, because there are going to be extenuating circumstances that come up that might keep us from wanting to move forward to this.
Thank you, Alderman Wiggins. Let me just say this. Hold it.
Like the mayor's comment also.
You can. Alderman Schaefer, can I just say something real quick? It might solve. The city council approved these streets to be closed through April 30th, and then we would reevaluate. When Mr. Conkright sent me this note the other day, he asked that all streets are reopened immediately, is what his email, I believe, said. And so that's why we brought it to you tonight. But you've already approved these streets to be open through April 30th this fiscal year, and then we would have to come up with another plan for the rest of the summer. So that's what's already been approved. And this is only for, this is only, yes, you can speak, but this is only for COVID.
Okay. Talking to many community members, not just business owners, if we probably put this out in the public perception would be to keep those streets closed, at least for the nice months of the year. I would even say starting March, like when St. Patrick's Day hits, all the way through the fall, October 31st, maybe make the final. But these businesses, they thrive. We had people walking the streets last summer and spring and fall. It is something that, you know what, it might be time for change, that we need to try. Because if you look at other communities, they're doing this and they are thriving. So we might have to reroute a few things, but I think it's something that we need to do for our community to make some change.
Okay, but this,
Alderman Wiggington.
Okay, this is to keep it all open through the vote that we passed several weeks ago through April 30th. Alderman Wiggington, go ahead.
And I agree. I mean, I think it's a great idea. But I think we need to expand on it. I mean, I really would like to see during those months that it's open that we maybe put up some really cool signage, Belleville Business and Entertainment District, but do something to make those streets and that environment, that culture, look like something. I'll go out St. Charles because we're all familiar with St. Charles. And I know how hard all the restaurants worked to do what they did. And being a businessman, trust me, I get it and I appreciate it. I'm trying to expand on making it even a cooler environment, if that's the right word. Just to really, because we need, after getting a big hit like this, we need every advantage we can to attract people back downtown. Any ace in the hand that we've got that we can play, we need to play it. And I think we've got an opportunity that we kind of, we jumped into it last year because we had to, because business was so bad. But now I think we should look at this from a different viewpoint and expand on exactly how entertaining this could be to the people that are coming to Belleville and walking around. And it's all about attracting business to Belleville. That's what it all is all about.
Okay. But, okay, the motion tonight.
I just want to reiterate that, Mayor, the traffic issues we have with parades. And there's not going to be a Shriners Parade in 20. There wasn't a Shriners Parade in 20. I guess there's not going to be one in 21. But at some point, I'm just saying,
I know.
when that traffic flow hits right before that parade starts, we better be able to have north-south routes.
Well,
I'll say it.
and we can cross that, but I don't believe we're gonna have any parades. I don't think we're gonna meet the COVID standards to have any large parades before.
We don't have any scheduled through April 30th.
We don't have anything scheduled through April 30th. No.
Not an issue for
Yeah,
us.
it's not an issue on this. And I wanna just say, okay, very good. We will talk about this some more, but tonight, the question is, and the motion by Alderman Schaefer was to deny business owner John Conkright's request to reopen all downtown streets immediately, is what he said to me. So we have a motion and we have a second to deny this request. Unless somebody has something new, different than that, I would like to call for a roll call vote.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele.
Aye.
The motion was denied. So we will convey that to Mr. Conkright and we'll move forward. And like I said, the motion that we have right now we're living with, it's open till April 30th, so we'll have some time to discuss further. We have no petitions this evening. We have one resolution. I would ask for a motion to read Resolution 3403 by title only. Do I hear a motion?
Schaefer?
Schaefer, do I hear a second?
Pusa?
Pusa. Schaefer and Pusa on Resolution 3403. Roll call on that, reading by title only.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye. Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler.
Aye.
Motion carries. At this time, ask the clerk to read it by title only.
Resolution 3403, a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign an Illinois Department of Transportation local agency agreement for the construction of Forest Avenue.
Do I hear a motion?
Wygant.
Wygant,
Wygant, who is the second?
Ferguson.
Ferguson. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second to approve Resolution 3403. If there's no further questions, roll call.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dillman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Resolution passes. At this time, we go on to ordinances. Is there, anybody has a problem with reading these together?
Please.
Please, okay. At this time, I would ask for a motion to approve ordinance 8906, 8907, 8908. This is to read by title only. 8909, 8910, 8911, 8912, 8913. This, do I hear a motion to read those ordinances by title only and as a group?
So moved, Wiggington.
Moved by Wiggington, who was
I've
the
asked-
second? Duco was the second. We have a motion and we
Mayor,
have a
I asked that 8912 go ahead and be read separately.
Okay, is that okay with the people who made the motion in a second?
Everything
Yes,
else
okay.
is fine.
Okay, we'll read all of them except 8912 at this time. So we have a roll call vote on approving the read those by title only and the group except for 8912.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dillman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant.
Aye.
Motion passed, ask the clerk to read them by title only.
15A, ordinance 8906, 2021, an ordinance authorizing sale and conversion of personal property, 5 Harley-Davidson motorcycles, Police Department. 15B, ordinance 8907, 2021, a zoning ordinance in regards to case 01, January 21, the Arcade Center LLC. 15C, ordinance 8908, 2021, and zoning ordinance regarding case 02, January 21, Savannah Motors. 15D, ordinance 8909, 2021, a zoning ordinance in regards to case 04, January 21, L. Keeley Construction. 15E, ordinance 8910, 2021, a zoning ordinance in regards to case 05, January 21, Douglas Cogshell. 15F, ordinance 8911, 2021, a zoning ordinance in regards to case 06, January 21, Douglas Cogshell. 15H, ordinance 8913, 2021, an ordinance waiving annual license fees for certain liquor licensees for fiscal year 2022.
Do I hear a motion to approve those ordinances as just read?
Schaefer, so moved.
Schaefer, do I hear a second?
Duco.
Wygant made the second. So we have a motion and a second to approve 8906, ordinance 8907, 8908, 8909, 8910, 8911, and 8913. Are there any additions or corrections about those ordinances that were just read? Hearing
Quick
none.
question, because we didn't have any questions on number 11 when we read off the motorcycles that were being sold. And we haven't had a police and fire meeting in many, many months. Am I to understand that we have very few motorcycles? These aren't necessarily being transitioned into replacements. We're just down to the 3 spiders or whatever you call them.
Right. We got 3 spiders and,
These probably haven't run in over 10 years, Alderman Elmore. They've been
They can't even
Oh,
get.
I know, they're done. I mean, they're in the basement. I get all that. I understand. I'm not trying to save them. I'm just saying, so 5 went away, but there was some wording in number 11 about conversion. That doesn't mean we're on the market for buying new ones.
No, that's just our standard language that we put in the ordinance.
When we go to sell them. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve the ordinance as just read with the exception of 8912 we'll come back to. If there's no further questions, roll call.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
Aye.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion carries. Now I go back to ordinance 8912. Do I hear a motion to read by?
We've already, that was part of the other motion to read by title only. We kept it in there.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, it was read by title only. At this time, you already read it then?
No, I need.
No, okay, please read it. I'm sorry.
15G, ordinance 8912, 2021, an ordinance amending Title 11, Business Regulations, Chapter 123, Adult Use Cannabis, Sections 123.007, Adult Use Cannabis Cultivation Center, and 123.008, Adult Use Cannabis Dispensing Organization of the Revised Code of Ordinances of the City of Belleville.
Do I hear a motion to approve this ordinance? Wiggington and Schaefer. Do I hear any questions about 8912? Roll call.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel,
Aye.
Duco,
Aye.
Pusa,
Aye.
Randall,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Anthony,
Aye.
Ovian,
No.
Dintelman,
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Wygant,
Aye.
Wiggington,
Aye.
Barfield.
Aye.
Motion carries. Ordinance 8912. Unfinished business? Miscellaneous and new business?
I do.
Yes.
This is Alderwoman Steele.
Alderman Steele goes first.
Okay, I just wanted to thank the director of the street department. The streets just were cleaned off. They worked tirelessly all night, and the streets look wonderful.
Yep.
Thank you.
And we got some more coming tomorrow a little bit, so they're doing a good job. Anybody else in a miscellaneous new business before I have motor fuel claims? I ask for a motion.
I do. I'd like to commend Jason Poole and his staff as well. That's the first thing. West Main Street's never looked so good. And the second thing is, Mayor, we needed to have a meeting in housing, and we couldn't have one. We needed to have an update as to, is the city on the hook for any part of the executive end to be demolished?
No, it's not.
Couldn't get an answer.
It's not our property. It's owned by a private person. We have a lawsuit filed. EPA also has action, and they've put the fence up to protect it better. This has been going on for a long time, I had a reputable demolition company about a year and a half ago gave me, well, it was at the same time we had heap greenhouses coming down, because I took the EPA guy with Alderman Wygant and I, we went over there with the man from EPA Federal and looked at it. But the cost we got to tear down the rest of it and clean it all up and mitigate the asbestos was at that time, a year and a half ago, at least $800,000. And it's not in a TIF, and we don't have $800,000. So as much as I want that mess gone, I don't want to take over that property and be saddled with $800,000 plus in cleanup. We're trying to work it out. Mr. Harner's been working very diligently on it now with the court, but it's a sad situation, but we cannot take that one on. That's not like taking down a $20,000 house.
Well, here's the other part that frustrates me, and that is we have a vacant housing ordinance on the books, has been since August 20th of 2018, went into effect 9/1 of 2018. Once a property is deemed to be vacant, they have to register with the city, with our building commissioner / official. It's spelled out. It's something we should be enforcing so we don't get stuck in these situations.
Rafi, it wouldn't have made a difference. Our attorneys, both of our attorneys have been dealing with this on and off for many years, along with the EPA of Illinois. Garrett filed this most recent suit. We kind of tightened it up and went after the owner. Having the derelict housing ordinance, the vacant derelict housing property ordinance wouldn't have done any good with this any more than we were already doing. Our attorneys have been working on this. The police have been issuing tickets, and we've been working on this for years. This has been a slow nightmare, but we're making progress. But quite honestly, we don't have $800,000 to rid the problem like I would like to. Is there...
And I understand that. The problem I have is I'm sitting on 10 properties just in my section of Ward 4, and I can't do anything with them because we have no more money to demolish properties.
Rafi?
These properties are vacant.
Rafi, have you turned them in?
Yes, sir. And this is sitting on them.
No, this is not sitting on anything, Rafi. We transitioned
Mark,
to...
I gave it to her.
You call me tomorrow.
Rafi, meeting.
Alderman Ovian, you call me tomorrow and you and I will have a discussion, and I will gladly refresh you on what some of the dilemmas we have been facing with the change of staff, etc. You call me with your list and you and I will talk tomorrow. Okay? Anybody else for
do that?
Miscellaneous and new business? I have a motor fuel claims in the amount of $24,334.12. Do I hear a motion?
Steele, so moved.
Rothweiler moves.
Steele and Rothweiler. Are there any additions or questions or corrections on the motor fuel claims? Hearing none, roll call.
Hazel?
Aye.
Duco?
Aye.
Pusa?
Aye.
Randall?
Aye.
Ferguson?
Aye.
Anthony?
Aye.
Ovian?
Aye.
Dintelman? 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 Schaefer?
Aye.
Oh, thank you. Schaefer?
Aye.
Steele?
Aye.
Rothweiler?
Aye.
Elmore?
Aye.
Wygant?
Aye.
Wigington?
Aye.
Barfield?
Aye.
Kinsella?
Aye.
Motor fuel claims pass. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we have no executive session tonight. I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
Ferguson.
Rothweiler.
Ferguson and Rothweiler. Ferguson and Rothweiler, motion to adjourn in a second. I doubt if there's any questions about that, but roll call.
Duco?
Aye.
Pusa?
Aye.
Randall?
Aye.
Ferguson?
Aye.
Anthony?
Aye.
Ovian?
Aye.
Dintelman?
Aye.
Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele,
Aye.
Rothweiler,
Aye.
Elmore,
Aye.
Weigant,
Aye.
Newton,
Aye.
Barfield,
Aye.
Kinsella,
Aye.
Hazel.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everyone. We'll be in touch soon.